What's up, everybody? So I'm back with another video, and I'm gonna talk about uh how I have been doing transition wise from a few years ago up until now. So a few of y'all know, a few of y'all don't know. If y'all first video watching, so I was engaged to a woman a while back, probably 2015, 2016. I talk about that on some of the videos. The relationship actually ended around 2016, but after that ended, it was a gray area where I stayed to myself, stayed away from people, basically trying to get back on my feet. So I met her a year or so after I graduated high school. So I was still living with my mom at the time. So when I finally moved out, moved in with her and her mom, and we eventually moved out and moved in together. So after that situation ended, 3.5 years later, since the initial time we moved in, she basically disowned the whole relationship, whatever, put me in a bad light, all that. And yeah, it took a while to get back on my feet. So I was basically in and out, living with other people. I went back to live with my mom for a while. After that, my older sister. And then after that, a friend of mine that I went to middle school with. So, and all that was just like a span of a year and a half in between. So, when the situation happened, when I was with my roommate, my middle school friend, her friends outside of me and her family were taking advantage of her. So her way of dealing with that or coping with it better was just to treat everybody the same way that they were treating, and just like separate herself from all of them. And she kind of did me the same way. And I don't regret it. I don't fault her for it, because, you know, sometimes that's what you have to do in the grand scheme of things. So I am going to, well, what she was going to do was, she was planning on moving, and I wasn't going to move with her. So she gave me a time where I had to leave, and I really didn't have many options as far as going anywhere. Yes, I was working. Yes, I was collecting the check, but actually going somewhere, it was an issue. Because I had just recently had a car accident like a couple months back. So I was without a car that I had to continue on paying on, and other bills from my old apartment with my my ex-fiance at the time. So it was a bit difficult because it was so much coming at once, and now it's like, okay, if I don't figure something out, like, I might be homeless. So going back to my mom's place was not an option. So I put that in my head and like, look, I'm not going back. So I need to figure something else out. And asking for other help doesn't seem like it's gonna be an option either. So I was like, okay. So at my job, I collected my check stubs. I started calling around, asking, do they have any openings in apartments? And with me not being able to get any help, I had to walk to these places. I know you're thinking like probably it was like pretty close because he had to walk. He's like, nah, I'm walking like miles at a time with like my envelope with all my check stubs in them, trying to find like where to go. Like, I did my research on this. Let me try these out. like taking my time daily. It's like, okay, let me go here. Oh, not here? Okay, let me go here. Let me go there. And when I finally decided on settling here where I am now, it was my last day to be in the apartment before she put me out. So I got a call from them and they told me the apartment was ready. And I said, I'll be there as soon as I can. So I Ubered here, signed off on all the paperwork. I got approved. And I didn't have enough money for Uber, so I walked back a little over 20 miles, walked back, and a friend of mine finally picked up the phone to help collect my things and bring it back to where I was gonna be moving to. So after I got moved all in, everything was sitting in the floor of the living room, and I remember getting dressed for work right after that. So I came, well, upon leaving, on my walk out, they gave me my keys and I went to work. So I came back from work and I walked in and I was like, okay, first thing first, I need to blow this air mattress because I don't have a bed, I don't have any furniture, I don't have anything that is remotely mine. I got clothes, a couple pair of shoes, and a work bag. That was it. So I was like, okay, next thing second, to get some stuff, appliances in the house, furniture, all that, give me a bed, and then work on everything else. So that's what I did. And 2.5 years later, well, before I rush too far ahead, less than a year after being where I am now, I was able to get another car, and then I got a raise after that. I was saying to myself, like, if I can cover the expenses living here now before the raise, after the raise, I should be squared away, right? And that's pretty much what happened. So fast forward now, I've been here going on 3 years now. I did everything on my own pretty much. And yeah, I just feel like that's just a testament of never giving up on what you want to do. It's just like, and I share this story with people, it's like, you don't have to settle for this because this isn't working out for you, or just because this happened don't mean this got to continue to happen. You can change the outcome once you change your thought process. You change your mind, you change your life. Just because something happened doesn't mean it has to continue to happen. You see what I'm saying? Just because this how it was last week doesn't mean it has to continue to happen the next week after that. That's all I'm saying. It's just you being accountable for your situation after the initial situation happens. How's your response to the situation once it's already happened? That's all it is. Not really taking accountability for someone else's action. It's taking accountability and ownership to your reaction and response to it. Hope everybody gets the point. Thank you.